When you get down here, you can choose the left path or the right path. You want to be on the right side because the left path is going to lead you to a dead end. This battle is the first battle against a different type of Birdo, the red Birdo. Now the difference between this one and the regular one is that every so often instead of an egg, this one will actually shoot out a fireball, which will obviously hurt you and you can't jump on. For a relatively easy battle though, you can bring up those items at the bottom and take them up and battle Birdo with them. You can keep picking them up over and over again and use those to hit Birdo with, instead of waiting for the eggs to come out of Birdo's mouth. 2-3, the final level of this desert world, as we start off with Luigi. You can pick up a potion right on the right side and then take it over to the left side, drop it down, you can end up getting a mushroom on this side. Watch out while you're traveling to the beginning of this area, as some Bezos will be coming down. Now if you jump off of them though, or jump on top of them, you can get up to the top area for a little bonus area. Enter the pyramid and then choose to go down either the left or right side. Either way will take you to where you want to go, so pick whichever one you prefer. Then drop down again, and you're going to have to dig your way through the sand again, working our way all the way to the bottom so that we can get to the key room. Once we finally get down to the key room, go inside, get up and grab the key, and then get ready to run from the Phanto. Work your way all the way up the sand that we had just dug through, which has magically reappeared, and work your way all the way up, trying to avoid the Phanto the whole way. Remember, of course, you can throw the key at any point to try to get rid of the Phanto for a little bit. In this area, be careful when you get to the middle of the room that you don't accidentally run into the Panzer or the fireballs that it's shooting out. Grab the crystal from in between the two Cobrats and then go over to the door on the end. Now it's time for the second real boss of the game, and this one is Triquid, a 3-headed snake. Pick up the item and launch it right at Triquid. You have to hit him 3 times while avoiding all his fireballs to take him out. For extra bonus fun though, I will grab the enemy at the bottom, bring that up, and you can use them as a weapon as well. Once you hit him 3 times, enter the door, and we move on to world number 3. I begin world 3-1 as Toad, and as you enter the first door, you're going to have to work your way up a large set of clouds. With most of the jumpers in the game, it's not bad, but with Toad, with the lowest jump in the game, this can be a little bit tricky working your way up. When we get up to here, though, we have to jump on top of the Pidgeot, and then ride the magic carpet straight up. If you ride it in the middle, you should be able to avoid all the Bezos that are going to be trying to attack you. After we climb up the vine and get up here, either quickly run under, or use the items to take out the different types of Panzers so that you can get by. In here, it's time for another battle with a red Birdo. Get past him to the right in order to grab an extra item so that you can use those to take him out. You're then probably going to have to stand on one of the items and use a super jump in order to get up. Using the super jump, you have to actually duck for a few seconds till your character flashes, in which case you can then do a higher jump than usual. In 3-2, I'll use Peach to float my way across the stage. Over here, grab one of the vegetables, because I highly recommend using it in order to take out that Panzer, because it's really hard to get past them without getting hit. Drop down here, picking up one of the POW blocks, which instantly destroys any enemies that are currently on screen. Once down here, you're going to have to work your way along the path using the different bombs in order to make your way over to the left. After we're back up, that gap over to the right of us, you could actually float across using Peach. But I want to show the entire level, so in which case I didn't use that little bit of a trick. And the same goes for the left path past that ladder. You can just float across that gap and you'll instantly be on the opposite side. Over here, pick up a bomb and wait for it to start flashing, then drop it so that you can destroy the wall without you actually taking damage or the bomb going past. Climb up this ladder, because over to the left is just a little small dead end, which has a couple of enemies as well as an extra potion. In here, it's time for another red Birdo. To get the items though, you're going to have to be careful in order to actually be able to pick them up without falling down to the bottom area. So usually it's best just to use the eggs to take them out. -3 and we're back to Mario, and start working your way over to the right. You're gonna have some albatrosses working your way across the top area, trying to drop some bombs on you. Get inside the door and work your way over to the left and climb up the ladder. Ignore that first door on the right there. Work your way across the top platforms and enter the door over here. Now start working your way up, trying to avoid the Shy Guys as you work your way up each platform. At the top, we enter the door, and what a shock! It's time to pick up another key, and it's time to get chased by a Phanto. Carefully work your way down, avoiding the Shy Guys and Phanto, while holding on to that key. Once we're down at the bottom, avoid the Phanto and go down, and then work your way over to the left door that's locked and open it up. In this area, we're a pretty narrow hallway, and we have a lot of different platforms to work our way across, with a lot of different sparks working their way around them. Sometimes, though, the platforms will not have the sparks on them for some reason, as the spark will just seemingly disappear off the platform. Go inside this door over here, because if you head the way up, you're going to end up running into a dead end. Over here, work your way along the chains on the top of the ceiling, while carefully also trying to avoid the panzers throwing up the fireballs. In this area, we have some really tight quarters and some sparks going around, so you're going to be very careful and tricky to work your way along these platforms. Once you work your way into the door, we're outside again, in which case we're going to have some ninjas jumping up, in which case I'm going to use this turtle shell to take them out. Over in the end, you'll grab the crystal and it's time for the boss battle 3-3. This one is a rematch against the first boss of Mauser. This one is a little bit different, as you can see his coloring is a little bit different, and it's going to take more bombs to defeat him. Be very careful of the spark that's working its way around the room, and once in a while you'll get lucky and one of the bombs that Mauser throws out, if you leave it, will actually take out that spark. Once he's done, we can enter the door and go on to World 4-1. World 4 is an ice-themed level, and we start off on some icy platforms that you're going to be slipping on the whole time here. We also have a new enemy in the flurries that are going to be moving back and forth quickly along the ice. When you drop down here and pull up this vegetable, it ends up being a rocket ship which takes you up to the next part of the stage. In this area, you're gonna have some Shy Guys riding some cannons, as well as flurries as well. With Luigi, I'm able to jump across the platforms and get past these guys pretty easily. The only problem with those Shy Guys riding those things is that they can fire fireballs at you. When you get to the end, you can pull up the crystal, and there is no boss battle for this stage.